sing very well, but they were acting, and so they were getting in situations where they had to audition for shows. And for a lot of them, relaxation was a problem, and they often, because they were not relaxed, they had a lot of trouble with range. Because they would be, they were already a little nervous, and they get a little tight, and their body's not well adjusted, and so they try, somewhere, and they can't, they try to get the high note, and the whole body changes and things. Now, I would work very hard, and I think most teachers I've worked with and spoken to about this would say that keeping the body relaxed, aligned, naturally, and relaxed is a big part of singing. Big part of singing.
And loving it. And loving it.
Well, yeah.
Relaxation's
critical, that they realize that a high note is not, we have the lower notes here, and the high notes up here, and all of a sudden you see the jaw tightening and the neck muscles going up and all this to hit the high notes.
That's where a lot of teachers get their students in the wrong place.
Yes, they do.
Because you have this section, and that section. It isn't. It's that section or that section.
One voice.
Yes, it's one voice.
No question that as the vocal folds, the larynx, we call them the vocal folds or the voice box, as we know with the way sound works, when you get to higher pitches, the vibrations are more rapid. So you're asking your vocal folds to work a little harder as they're vibrating more quickly. They do.
From here, not there.
I'm saying they're vibrating more quickly. So if you think that this nice, easy, low note can be sung with the same breath energy as this very high note, you could be surprised. You won't have it properly supported. So you can have trouble. But if you remember that it's just vibrations and stay relaxed, right? So you can go somewhere. You can open up. I didn't do anything here. I just pulled it out of my tummy.
Of course.
I just pulled it out of here.
And that's where they never like to think about it.
Yeah.
You got to sing from your throat,
Well, there was a time, and this is just a footnote on that, and we're going to get to. I want to have you look at Dorothy Benham, one of your students, and we'll get to her in a moment. But there was a time when a lot of the popular singers, I could rattle off many names we'd both know, Andy Williams, even Robert Goulet, we could put Sinatra. These people did not all have sort of weird proprietary sounds. They all sang how they voice. Your voice is going to sound like your voice. I mean, I can recognize, having talked to you and heard you sing a bit, I can recognize your voice on recordings. I mean, but people could really sing. Nat King Cole, these people could really sing. And somehow, probably somewhere between the end of Elvis's career and the beginning of Bob Dylan's career, and then by the time you get to heavy death metal, rock and roll, we get to the
They're
point.
not even singing.
No, that isn't singing anymore. But if Andy Williams, with that pure voice of his, nice and clean, he'd go up to a high A, you wouldn't know where he was because it sounded just like the lower.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful sound. Moon River, it would just flow out of there. Well, then you get somebody like Dylan comes along, and he was, the sound was more, "Come ye masters of war." Sing like that. So when that starts to happen, Bob Dylan, the poetic genius songwriter of my generation, certainly. I saw him as a young man at the Club 47 in Boston. Ran into all those singers then. Well, but he brought nothing in the field of voice or singing forward. But this becomes popular, so now you see a wide range of things acceptable. And I've even heard singers get spotlights, like singing on like a Christmas show and coming out and doing something, a very tough jazz song, and just killing it, just butchering it, just missing the notes and not able to reach the high notes. And the crowd goes, "Yay!" So we're in another world now, Jane.
I know.
But let's, I did know one of your former students was a Miss America. I don't know what year. Dorothy,
77.
Dorothy Benham. There you go. That memory kicks in like an overdrive on an old Ford. 1977.
Yeah, that's right.
Dorothy Benham from Minnesota, Miss America. She studied with you.
Yes.
How long did she take lessons?
Well, she started, they went to, what is the school in southern Minnesota? What school is it over there?
Not St. Olaf.
No, the high school.
Oh, high school. Southern Minnesota. I don't know.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Southwest
Well,
High School.
yeah.
Southwest.
But she had the mother of who you're talking about,
Dorothy Benham.
Dorothy Benham, yeah. And my Janet Perry went to the same school.
Oh, okay.
And everybody that heard Janet Perry sing, the whole school came over here to take lessons.
So these are two of your prize students,
But-
to be sure, Janet Perry and Dorothy Benham.
Yes. And they went to the same school. And, of course, that's how they both got popular in that phase. But then after that, all these young people would come here for lessons, and I kept having all these good singers, but they didn't, want to carry on because they wanted to sound like them, and they didn't quite get there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and that's this is an obvious question, but it occurs to me, so I'll ask it now. If the question would be, okay, let's say you've got a little child, and your child likes to sing, and they do well. So the parents invest in voice lessons or whatever.
For a little kid?
Can a child, as they grow up, can they become an opera singer if they want to? Anybody?
That's a hard question.
It is a hard one.
Because I think now, I don't know of any young person or elder person wants to sing in opera.
Well, that's another matter.
Yep,
that's
that's
another
another
matter.
matter.
But let's say you're a pretty good singer and you're in high school.
Well, no.
And you want to be like the students that you had who wanted to sing like Dorothy Benham,
Yes.
but they couldn't quite get there.
But to see, look at my whole life.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing all the way. All the way.
yeah.
Because when you start at 3 years old, and your mother's keeping you singing for this and that until you get in high school, and you're, it's
Yeah.
there. You're born in it, and you don't.
Right.
You don't
but
think
some of
there's
them-
anything more important.
But some people are born there and they wind up like Dorothy Benham. We're going to see her in a minute, and others may want to get there but can't. I mean, I'm not sure where the lines are, but you can certainly become a very good singer, and certainly a much better.
That's
singer
what I
with
teach
training.
them.
Yeah,
That's what I teach them. I
the
said,
best that you are.
you don't, yes, I said, you don't sing like them because you are not like her.
Yeah.
You don't have the same thoughts, you don't have the same techniques, or you've got better ones in some other way.
And there's, I suppose, some physical things. Who knows? The shape of the head. There's all kinds of things that affect
But
sound.
that doesn't bother me that at all. But it's just that they have to love what they're doing and continue doing it all their life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see what one of your students. I was struck when I saw this. We're going to look at Dorothy Benham, 1977 Miss America pageant, and watch this. And we'll spin this, and this will be running while you talk about it. But I want you just to say what you see in Dorothy Benham as singing a very demanding
I've watched
classical.
every minute of
Yeah.
The Fledermaus.
younger Johann Strauss. And now to sing this aria is Dorothy Benham, Miss Minnesota.
Look me over once, look me over twice, you will not really adore. Look me over once, look me over
Poise.
twice,
Doesn't look like she's working too hard, does it?
She's not. She loves to sing.
She's not doing physical things that would call any attention to her body. You're focusing on what you're hearing because she's so relaxed and it's just pouring out of her.
And you notice her neck? When it was up close?
Yes, oh yes, it's coming back. The way she does the scoops and the slides under perfect control. Those are wonderful choice. There she is. Yeah. Notice around her neck and her throat, there's no tension there at all. You don't see any muscles working. Yeah.
It all, that's the only place it moves. She's not singing through her.
No.
She's singing through it.
Right out of her body.
Yeah.
Right up. And what a beautiful voice. I mean, she's certainly got a wonderful sound. Uh-oh now. It's a lot of dress to lift up to the knee, I'll tell you. She's not going to make it. And so that humorous little moment, just so well done, such control. But yeah, she's laughing and singing. Yeah. She's got some high notes there. I don't think with my hearing I can even detect them anymore. There she goes.
That was high C. You see why she got there?
Yeah, I'd say, and she won. She won this year. This is
Oh yeah,
1977.
that's when she did it.
Yeah, probably the same.
And I was with my girls, listening on the radio.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have. I don't think we did have it in '77. Well, sure, we had a TV.
Well, we're talking. We're kind of a little detour here, but if I can get this to come up, to your students, and those two. I mean, we just were able to find that YouTube video, but I don't think I've seen a young woman sing like that in years. I mean, just completely effortless. Now, of course, a lot of contemporary singers, they're telling stories, and if it's sort of blues or country oriented, and a lot of them go through gyrations to kind of show off how they're really working. But she just nailed that piece just with such light, gay humor, and my goodness, that was stunning.
I've been to Europe to watch and go to. Oh, there, he's got one for you.
Oh, you've got this Janet? We've got some Janet Perry here.
Just
So-
put it in the tube.
Just do what? Just,
Set it in the speaker.
oh, okay.
Put it in here.
All right, set it in the speaker, right. And it's,
I didn't know if you want that now or not.
okay, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it.
All you gotta do is, you gotta turn the volume up.
Well, I don't even want to use the speaker. I just keep,
Yeah, no, you're not.
but the volume on this thing?
Yeah, the volume on the.
Okay.
And
Here,
do
let me
you
get
know? Do you know what? Her birthday this year.
You want
She's
me
going
to
to
do it?
be your age.
Who is?
Jimmy?
Janet.
We're there, Mike.
Okay, then all you gotta do is touch the screen, it'll play.
Okay. Now, Janet Perry's going to be my age, huh? Really?
Actually, she's not. I looked her up. She's younger than I am.
There we go.
Here.
Oh, 1 year
All right.
younger.
Okay, this is
69.
this is now Janet Perry, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm trying to touch the screen, Michael. Okay,
Yeah,
there we
you
go.
got touch problems.
Oh, there it is.
This is Janet Perry, opera star in Italy, same high school as Dorothy Benham.
And she's the reason why everybody in that school. Have you heard this?
I have heard it. We're both looking at it here now.
Yeah.
Again, look at her just from a technical point as vocal coaches and trainers. We're both looking at this beautiful woman, former student of yours, and look at how she's so relaxed, and you know, she's not straining anything, she's not lifting anything, she's not, you don't see a flexed muscle anywhere. She's just letting the sound come up through her body, just like
And she
Dorothy.
can do at least 50 notes in one phrase.
Yeah, well, it seems to me that's,
Coloratura.
well, yeah, and
She hit the high C right then.
yeah, I mean, that's an extraordinary voice. So she, working with Janet Perry, people heard her sing in Minnesota, they all wanted to come and study with you. So you
Oh,
had,
that's what I had I think, every single choir singer.
yeah,
And you want to know something funny?
yeah.
I have a cousin. Would it be a cousin? My mother's brother, Uncle Earl, grandson, was the director of the school where she went to school, but he came in after she left.
You're right. Is that Southwest High School?
Southwest,
Is
yes.
that what, Mike, is that it? Southwest High School?
Yeah.
My goodness.
And so she comes back and stays with us, you know, and
Yeah.
we goes to see all her old friends, but she lost her mother last week, and they both went to Arkansas to sing at her funeral.
Well, you know, she's teaching now. She does master classes, and she passes on the torch. And a lot of great singers do that. Of course, they.
Oh my goodness!
Wind up teaching,
Like I was saying, the Russians are just crying to get study with her.
Really?
So she teaches partly in France, and then she travels up to Russia to teach from the ones that can't make it.
Really? She goes to Russia to teach some of the students. Yeah. Wow.
Because she's so devoted.
Yeah.
She's so devoted.
Sounds like it.
And how many operas she's been in? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She wants you.
Yeah. Well, all right. As we go out with Janet Perry here, we're coming into another in the Mike Jensen studio language would be a hard break.
What?
I don't know what a soft break is, but we're coming to a hard break as we listen to the dulcet, glorious tones of Janet Perry.
And she's so pretty.
Minnesota
She's
song.
so
Yeah,
pretty.
Very beautiful. Just listen. My goodness. That is exquisite.